Hi everyone, Susan Winter here. Thank you for coming to my channel, and subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the fact that you're devoted and that you write and that you support my work. It means so much to me. So I'm continuing with questions and answers, and this one is about intimidating people. And especially ladies, you may find this interesting. How many successful, attractive women have been told they intimidate men or intimidate another woman? And guys, have you been told that you intimidate people? So this question from one of my followers, let's see where it really lies, and then I'll give you some tips and tools that will help you if this is an issue for you. So Noha writes, "Dear Susan, I love your YouTube channel and I cannot tell you how much I've learned from you." Thank you. "I'm in my mid-30s, ready to be in a long-term relationship, but my friends tell me that it's still not happening because I have a strong character that intimidates people. I cannot believe this label, but what if it is true? How do I know it? And how do I change it? Thanks." Okay, so I want to talk about intimidation in general, but first I'm going to start in specific, Noah, with what you said, because you have a strong character. Now, that can be off-putting for some people. Does strong character mean that you're extremely opinionated, that you're outspoken, and that you put people in their place without meaning to? So what I'd suggest you do is put the recorder on your phone, or even videotape yourself. Like, just turn on the recorder and have an interaction with people, and then you listen back and see how you sound. Do you sound dictatorial? Do you sound condescending? Do you sound superior? Are you in any way making yourself look grand or being judgmental? If you're not, okay, then all you have are active, strong opinions. Come to New York City. Everybody's got an opinion, and they're very quick to tell you whether you ask or not. So maybe it's where you live. I don't know. But let's say it's more generic. Let's say your friends just used that term. So for the rest of you, I had this story, and somebody told me this the other day. This lady said, "Why is it I went out, and it was like Saturday morning, I had ugly, dirty sweatpants on and a t-shirt and baseball cap. My hair was filthy. I didn't even brush my teeth yet. I went out to the deli, and I got picked up by so many men." And the answer is in that exact description. You were not intimidating. So they thought they had a shot, because for guys, and women too, it's a daunting task to approach the really together person. And yet, in all of our dating profiles and in all of our posturing, we think, oh, we've got to put this really confident together person forward, because then they're going to be just mystified by us. True, but some of those people may be mystified to the point of being paralyzed. So I'm not suggesting that you quit washing your hair and don't brush your teeth. What I'm suggesting is that you find a way, if you are intimidating, to find a way to offset that. Humor. For me, I use self-effacing humor or self-deprecation. And I do that because I realized early on that I do something from childhood that was off-putting for people. When I was in junior high school, people made fun of me. They thought that I was conceited because I stand straight. I have good posture. My mother told me that in my high chair, I was like this, sitting like this. Now, it doesn't mean that I think I'm all that. It just means I have straight posture. So the error is in the interpretation of the viewer of this. So sometimes what is called as intimidation is actually the perception of the person looking at you. So, bottom line, it's their stuff. It's not you. It's their stuff. Remember, we want to have a person who is our peer and our equal. Extreme power struggles are not good in relationships, and they oftentimes fall apart. So you want somebody that feels like they deserve you, or you're going to have a lot of problems later on. So, about this intimidating people, self-deprecation, sense of humor, take a look at yourself and see, do I do anything that puts people off? So all of you have your own tool set. I use humor because I like to laugh at myself, and I don't like to make fun of other people, so then the only natural target is me. So we try to do that to show people that if they're concerned about power, that, you know, a truly confident person can knock themselves down a peg and find it amusing. If you don't have that confidence, you can't afford to make fun of yourself. And I've got a lot of stuff I can make fun of for real. So I try and have a laugh at it, and that's one technique that I use, but you may find that completely unappealing. So find the thing, playfulness, a sense of humor, anything that breaks up serious, intimidating. So here's the dichotomy of all this, that we keep thinking that this perfect person that we have to be is what's going to attract them. And so we're circling back to the real you. Maybe, Noah, because I can't see you, this is just through the text, maybe you are trying to only put your best foot forward, and that's making other people feel that you're just so perfect they can't possibly be with you, that you'd never want them. So take a look at that. Could that be one of your defaults when you're uncomfortable? But either way, be real, be playful when it's appropriate, and don't be afraid to have a sense of humor. I hope that helps you. Listen, everybody, thank you so much for your involvement in my channel. Thank you so much for writing me brilliant ideas. They affect all of us. One voice speaks for thousands. And I really appreciate your contribution so that I can have active, interesting conversations that you want to hear. So you can hear me on iHeartRadio, The Susan Winter Show. Come to my Instagram page to see kind of off-duty Susan E. Winter. And if you're interested in a consultation, we can do it by the minute on Magnifi, by the hour with a predetermined time, or an entire day in person. So let me know how I can best serve you. Thank you so much. Have a great week.